be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Come get some.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings it third and 3.
Came out to play. Up in here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Jim. Watch that 3. Watch that 368.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Hands up. Lead.
Mike, 49. Let's go, D.
Watch this. Hey, high 7.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
52, 93.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let him know, let him know. Motion, motion. Good.
Andy Dalton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Funchess has it complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. 2-by-2. Move. Hey, Delta. 59. Mike, 59. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
From midfield here, Dalton. It's caught here by Adams. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Ed Oliver never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A give running right is Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action here with Dalton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Check.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Allen off the play fake. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
44. Here you go.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kamalei Correa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Begin. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Say. Alert. Monday. Check it out, please.
To throw again, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
I don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Mike, 49. Here we go. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Hey, home.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Get ready.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
He's coming. We got double 368. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here you go, 368. 49. Hey, wahoo. No game on this defense. No game.
Dalton here from the gun. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Dalton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 18, Mike 18. You. Hey, seam 6. 18's the mic. Here we go, DQ.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Prater's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47-yard line.
Rip left.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, go, 368. 61, matchbox light.
And Dalton to throw. Ebron's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing is Allen on third. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 18, Mike 18. Watch 18, 18's the mic. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Gun. Hey, Alpha.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35.
These guys take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hands up. 368. So we got man. Wide. Get wide. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2-by-2. Move.
Now Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing quarterback would beg to differ.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And an explosive long run, really electric play.
What a fantastic play, too, because when you get one of those runs, you know everything came together well. The blocking, but especially the runner himself, able to find a gap and take it the distance.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Check.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Here's Dalton. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. I'm here all day.
Play action here with Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Hey, Haywood! I got it.
Dalton, first and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2-by-2. Move.
49, guys. Mike.
Bravo.
Quit talking about it.
To throw here, Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. The Sanders has got it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
Middle. Like 18. Smith.
Watch 18. 18.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Come off the ball. Watch it.
Watch this.
Motion.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Cannon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They go again with Cannon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Allen going to throw. It's caught. Jones. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Complete to Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hands up! 59, like the 59. Ready? Here you go. 93, 52, 93. 40, hands up!
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Regular.
Mike, check. 59.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Dalton. Funches has it complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bills take over. Get ready. Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ladies.
Mike, 49.
Hey, defense, let's go. Here you go, 368.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Ebron's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.